This is the chassis of an Emmaljunga Mondial DeLuxe, and today I wanted to talk about what to do if you're having trouble folding down and folding up your chassis. So in order to fold down your chassis, you depress these two gray buttons, pull up on these hooks, and pull it to this point, and then you lift up the safety in order to fold it down. And then of course collapse the handle, yeah? When you pull it up again, you just lift it, and it snaps into place. So if you're having trouble folding down, generally that means that you're having that there's problems with these mechanisms, that they've gotten tight, perhaps they've gotten grit in them, or rust has built up on the metal elements. And the best way in order to fix that, folding it down, is simply to use a spray grease. You can either use something like this, which is a sort of a generic WD-40, or you could use a silicone spray as well, although a silicone spray is a little bit harder to get to run down into the mechanism. So I would recommend using something more like a WD-40. Spray up at the top, along the edges, and in the grooves, and then collapse the mechanism. And this allows you then to get into some other areas from the other side, such as the button. Okay, the other areas that ought to be lubricated in relation to this are the joints here and here, and here and here. Especially if you're having trouble collapsing it upwards. Now, if you're having a lot of trouble lifting the stroller back up, putting it into the driving position, what this likely means is that when you get to the top, one side is simply not snapping into position. Usually I've found, for some reason, it's on the side where the safety is. Now, when you have trouble with this, it's not just a matter of oiling. Generally what this means is that this rivet that goes, it's a very large rivet, and it goes all the way from here through to the back side. That has either bent or it's loosened, and there are a lot of parts here in relation to the safety mechanism and like plastic bits that go between the edge of the chassis and the arm that have come out of alignment. And in addition to that, it's of course creating a non-symmetry in the entire structure. So one side is clipping in nicely, but because the whole stroller is now slightly not symmetrical, the bar is lifted up, it's now not finding the right position in order to catch. So if you're having the trouble where you can't put the stroller up, what you actually have to do is to drill out this rivet and replace this rivet. It's very hard to get the right size rivet, but what you can do is use a screw. It's a 6mm screw, and you just use a lock nut on the other side. Just make sure you get the order of these parts correct as you're doing this. I'll probably show this process in a future video, but if that is your problem, leave us a comment and I'll get to it a little bit quicker. So, in any case though, that's what to do if you have trouble folding down or folding up the chassis of an Emmaljunga Mondial DeLuxe. If you found this video useful, please subscribe, as it helps us continue making videos in the future. Thank you.